ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kirt and I would like to be your next Metro Councilman of District 8, which covers the zips of 40204, 40205, parts of 40206, and parts of 40217. Come with me and let me show you why I want to be your next Metro Councilman. Our first stop today, ladies and gentlemen, is my elementary school, William R. Belknap School, which closed in 1977. I attended here from 75 to 77. Today, unfortunately, appears to be a very underutilized structure in Metro Council District 8. If you elect me to be your next Metro Councilman, we will work together to make this a viable property. Then, upon Belknap's closure in around 1977, I attended Ian Bloom Elementary here on Lucia Avenue from 1978 to 1980. Come on. Then I spent my middle school years right here at Highland Middle School, some of the best years of my youth. Lastly, here we are on the grounds of J.M. Atherton High School, where I completed those unforgettable years as an Atherton Rebel from 1983 to 1987. They were some great years indeed. Then off to college. Now here we are along the Baxter Avenue, what's basically become entertainment corridor. With your help, if you elect me as your Metro Councilman, I would like to see a mix of not only bars, but a high-end, high-scale, local-operated restaurant. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, out in front of Corbett's in American Place. Yes, I have also worked on restaurants as well, which I think would be very good for District 8. This is a high-end restaurant out in the east end of Jefferson County, which has been very successful for Chef Dean Corbett. Come on. Here we are in front of well-known and local restaurateur John Berenice's establishment on Frankfort Avenue, where I work to get city-approved funding. Here we are in front of North End Cafe on Lower Frankfort Avenue, where I was instrumental in the bar expansion, which is the Shotgun House to the left of the North End Cafe sign. Here we are at the Vogue Center, which my team and I in Economic Development redeveloped back in 2006. Isn't it great with all these many new local businesses? Here's another project I worked on as an Economic Development Officer. We're at the corner of Speed Avenue and Newburgh Road, a former Kalen's Cheeseburger restaurant, the famous Kalen's. I was instrumental in getting the outdoor patio approved back in 2004. It's now named Mulligan's Pub. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in front of Westport Village. This used to be the site of the old defunct Camelot Shopping Center, if you remember. Today it is over 40 shops and restaurants and has created hundreds of jobs for Louisville Metro. My Economic Development Office and I were instrumental in this redevelopment for Louisville Metro. Come on. Now we are on the site of Park Duval, where in the summer of 2012 a First Choice Market opened right here behind me in a known food desert, along with a Family Dollar. Myself and others worked tirelessly for years to clean up this environmentally challenged site. A great success story. And here we are in St. Matthews at another project I assisted. This is the Eclipse Bank. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in front of the Costco wholesale warehouses out in eastern Jefferson County. I was instrumental, along with my team in Economic Development, in bringing the first Costco to the Commonwealth of Kentucky. This project alone created over 300 jobs for Louisville Metro. Come on. Now that you've seen some of the projects I worked on in Economic Development with Louisville Metro government, here we are at the corner of Rosewood Avenue and Bardstown Road, a building owned by Louisville Metro government that some would argue is an eyesore. If you elect me to be your next councilman, I can assure you we can work to turn this into a viable development. What would you like it to be? I see a boutique hotel owned by local operators called Rosewood. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, 656 Baxter Avenue. Even though this site is technically not in District 8, it's right outside the boundaries of District 8. This is a tremendously underutilized and vacant building. I would like to work with those on Metro Council and in District 4 and District 8 to make sure that this turns into a viable site and create jobs for Louisville Metro. Come on. If you elect me to be your next councilman of District 8, I'll do everything in my power to go from this, which is not weatherproofed or insulated from the weather, to these nice, tall, recyclable trash cans, which can insulate from the weather. I'd like to have one. I hope you would too. Come on. Here we are on the side of Mid-City Mall on the backside in the parking area next to Baxter Avenue Theaters. Many people have discussed their parking needs are a big problem in this district. This is an ideal spot possibly for a parking structure, something we can discuss if I become your next councilman. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our tour of Metro Council District 8 and the many economic development projects I worked on as a former economic development officer. I hope you've gotten to learn a little bit more about me. I just want to let you know that my family and I would be humbled and honored for your vote as your next Metro Councilman on November 6, 2012. Remember, Kirt Jacobs for Metro Council District 8.